Prior to my position at I-Mab, I was with some of the world's largest pharma and biotech companies. As you know, I value my time there very much as I was exposed to a world-class team as well as brilliant scientific minds. Yet I was attracted to I-Mab because here I see a company that is laser focused in its work in oncology as well as autoimmunology, which is poised to make a huge difference. It's sobering thought that global burden of cancer is estimated to increase by more than 60% by 2040. And half of the new cancer cases and cancer deaths in the world occur in Asia. So I'm very passionate about the fact that we need to work together with our global community to address this global health crisis. I've always seen myself as a team builder and a creator. I enjoy setting the foundation and paving the way for strategic communications. As you might know, I-Mab was established in 2016, and this year we achieved a US IPO. The company is growing and expanding at an amazing speed. So there is a really exciting story to tell, from the innovative pipeline to the world-class team that it has brought together to the work that we're doing right now to develop an antibody called TJM2 to help severely ill COVID-19 patients. So I'm very, very energized by the fact that there is a global narrative that we can drive. I think that the COVID-19 pandemic is teaching all of us that global health problems will require global response. Certainly, if you pick up the newspaper or turn on the TV today, it is clear that there are global tensions that are impacting all industries. However, in healthcare, we cannot lose sight of our efforts to bring scientific innovation to the patients that need them the most. So now is the time for more collaboration. Now is the time for partnerships and transparent communication in order to drive progress forward. An area you asked me what I'm watching closely is the landscape of partnerships in the biotech space. As a global biotech, I-Mab has a solid and growing international partners which are committed to forming international partnerships. Running clinical trials, not just in China, but also in the United States, is mission critical. Again, we will not lose sight of the scientific work and the innovation to help communities. So let me give you another example, Christine. Just recently, we announced advancements in a clinical trial around the antibody TJM2 to help severely ill COVID-19 patients. So this yet represents another truly global effort by I-Mab and our partners. It is, in my opinion, that we as scientists, communicators, we have a big mission to fulfill globally, and we must stay focused on the innovative work that is being done across borders. In crisis, or sometimes even in quiet times, the word that comes to mind is really resilience. The best leaders that I have had pleasure to work with, including I-Mab founder Dr. Jing Zhang and I-Mab CEO Dr. Zhong Shen, they both share this trait. To me, it really means being able to accept the fact that sometimes you can do everything correctly, plan everything perfectly, and yet things don't go your way. Success is a very interesting concept that it requires strategy, skill, but also a little bit of luck. I learned this in my career that a few years ago, I was nominated for a very senior position inside a very large company. I went through multiple rounds of interviews with senior leaders of the company, and the feedback I got was very, very positive. However, as it turned out, because of the strategy shift, the role was changed. So I was disappointed, but I didn't let that affect my emotion and affect my enthusiasm to go to work every day. But this taught me to remember that sometimes we simply cannot control larger issues that are at play. We can only control our attitude and our response to it. Good leaders understand that resilience is the key to longevity. It means being able to take the temporary setback with grace and humor and be nimble enough to evolve with confidence and then come back even stronger. This might seem a humble response, but I truly believe that optimism goes a long way in powerful communications, both internally and externally. When I see the news today, there's quite a lot of uncertainty and big challenges that we're dealing with. As a global community, we truly need to become more love and empathy to lead our teams forward. So I've held this belief since starting my career, and it became even more apparent when I became a mother. When my daughter was only 1 year old, I took on a new job, moved my entire family to a new city to build a new team. I would be lying if I said, I did not struggle between balancing becoming a mother with an extremely demanding job. But during this time, I found a mentor, my own manager, who provided me with strong support and guidance throughout the process. It's important to recognize the fact that men can just be as important a role in empowering female leaders as other women do. So my manager was going through a very serious struggle during that time. His daughter was fighting for her life in the face of terminal cancer. And yet he brought so much optimism and positivity to my life and to my career. And as parents and colleagues, we were able to communicate from a point of support, trust, and empathy. So back then, coincidentally, my manager, he sat 1,000 miles away. But here's the thing about positive communications. It can transcend digital platforms or time zones. One leader's optimism and fearlessness can inspire a team or a company towards a single vision. Positivity is infectious. And simply by setting the example yourself, you can impact how future leaders view the world. There's another huge opportunity during this new normal for greater inclusivity, making sure that the diverse talents who may not have been able to have a voice at the table now have more moments to do so through online forums, online platforms. So it strikes me even today, speaking with all of you on Zoom, that there could be many gaps in inclusivity caused by going virtual. Once we resume normal operations globally, whenever that time is, things will change irreversibly. So the concept of clear divisions by time zones, physical locations may not exist. The lines between home and work will also be blurred considerably. It would be wise for us to start planning now in ways to be both inclusive, both online and offline. Gender inclusivity is something that's very close to my heart. Most companies talk to gender inclusivity, and this is a very positive evolution. I continue to see the progress that we're making around the world. The pharmaceutical companies and biotech industries in particular, we all have a responsibility to make sure that women are represented and given opportunities throughout their career lives. According to World Economic Forum, women make less than 30% of the senior director levels in the top pharmaceutical companies. So this is despite the fact that similar numbers of men and women enter the workforce with advanced degrees in life sciences and medicine. For better decision making, we really need to make gender equality across healthcare companies. Pharmaceutical companies have a chance to make the world a healthier place simply by closing the gender gap. Empowering women in decisions about drug research and access to medicines can pave the way to truly equitable healthcare. I would love to share some great facts about I-Mab, our efforts to drive the development of women. We're very dedicated to making this a reality. So our female staff at I-Mab account for over 66% of our workforce. We also have a female CEO, Dr. Zhong Shen, and she's very down to earth. And together with our chairman, they both always have an open ear for our staff. So our culture is one that nurtures diversity for both men and women. So this is precisely the type of thinking we need during these times in the new normal. When I wake up every day, when I look at my daughter, I keep on thinking, what is the world that we're creating for her? What is it going to look like? A personal success is never success to me. We need to bring along other women. When you enter the success door, you need to make sure you open the door for other women to come in. The women that are entering the workforce, they will have opportunities to thrive and to make the world better. So you ask me, what gets me here? It's this topic, for the development of women, for the development of the world. Why am I in healthcare? This is the industry that's going to make a huge impact. This COVID-19 pandemic is a clear example. More than ever, we need medical innovation, and we need everyone to get on it. So again, how do I define success? What does the world really need going forward? That's what gets me up every single day. We need to open the door of opportunities for our children, for the young girls out there, for the ladies that are going to enter the workforce.